Hello everyone, it's me, the true Conan here, and in today's video, I'll be going over a masterclass in the basics of how to play Conan the Mighty Pig. I will be treating this video as a complete beginner's guide so that people who have quite literally never touched a video game in their life, or a games journalist, can play it. Now, to start this off, you will need to acquire a copy of Conan the Mighty Pig. There's several ways to go about this. The most common and straightforward way is being a Steam purchase. The game goes for sale regularly and is not listed at any outrageous price. You can also acquire the game through the Epic Games Store. Alternatively, you can play the game for free on Newgrounds. Upon launching the game, you'll be greeted with the main menu. You will now need to move your mouse towards the play button and left click on it. You will now see a black screen and an error window pop up. You can click either dismiss or continue on the error window. After doing so, press the skip button. Welcome to the Conan the Mighty Pig tutorial world. Before doing anything, you will first need to know how to play and how the HUD elements work. In the top right corner, you'll see three elements: a button to toggle the music on and off, a button to toggle the sound effects on and off, and your truffle counter. Now moving our eyes to the bottom left of the screen, you'll see your minimap. Your minimap will display a graphic of the entire map zoomed out. Conan is also displayed on this map. He is represented by a red square. Now that you're familiar with the HUD, we can move on to the controls. Let's start with the movement. In this case, we're going to be using W, A, S, and B, each letter corresponding to a cardinal direction. A moving you left, D moving you right, W causing you to jump, and S making you crawl. Now each of these movements can be combined with one another to create different types of movements with momentum. Pressing W and A or D at the same time will cause Conan to jump in a certain direction. Holding S with A or D causes him to crawl in those directions as well. Lastly, you can press the W key in quick succession to perform a double jump. Pressing W a second time at the apex of the first jump will result in a larger double jump. This can also be combined with a movement key to attach momentum to the jump. Now that you know the basics of movement, we can start onto completing the tutorial. The tutorial will test you on all the basics Conan has to offer, beginning with a jump and a double jump to get over the first ledges. You will then reach a set of tunnels. The first tunnel you can walk through, but the next you will need to perform a crawl. After this crawl, you will reach a more challenging jumping puzzle. When reaching the end of the jumping puzzle, you will run past a barrel. These are important. In Conan the Mighty Pig, truffles are the aim of the game. Collecting them and submitting them at these barrels is how you will eventually beat the campaign. You will have noticed at this point in the top right corner, you have several truffles on the side of the truffle icon on your HUD. When you pass by the barrel, you will have submitted them, which adds to your overall score. The truffles have now left Conan's inventory and entered into the level's truffle storage. After your truffles have been submitted, you may now drop off the ledge in front of you. Doing so will put you into a room in which you can't get out of. Luckily for you, the developer Mihai Morisanu has put in a solution. In the middle of the room is a bean sprout. Moving over to it and pressing spacebar will cause you to pick up this treat. Collecting power-ups through your journey will be essential to completing the game, whether it be to solve puzzles or just to get around quicker. Pressing the spacebar while standing on a power-up, you will now have collected it. You may also have noticed that pressing spacebar while not on top of a power-up will result in Conan sniffing the air. This is a useful trick, as it causes all power-ups and truffles to sparkle, allowing for easier collection. There are 7 power-ups in total. These include acorns, beans, clovers, sunflowers, peppers, garlic bulbs, and mushrooms, each of which have different effects. To briefly go over them, acorns transform Conan into a boar known as Bonan, While in boar form, he cannot be harmed by enemies. This power-up lasts for 40 seconds. Green beans. The beans allow Conan to triple jump. This power-up lasts for 60 seconds. Clovers. The clovers make it so your next power-up will double its length. This power-up will last until you pick up another power-up. The pepper. This allows Conan's movement speed to increase. The power-up lasts for 60 seconds. Garlic. The garlic makes bats no longer attack Conan. This also lasts for 60 seconds. Mushroom. The mushroom lets Conan collect fireflies in the caves, allowing him to illuminate himself. You will require 3 fireflies to get full brightness, but you can collect as many as you want. This power-up lasts for 100 seconds. All power-ups can be cancelled preemptively by double-clicking on their icon. After consuming the bean sprout, you may now triple jump. Using this move, you can get over the ledge in front of you by combining 3 keystrokes of the W key and pressing D to add momentum to your jump. Upon reaching the next section, you will see a creature of the forest, a wolf to be exact. Beware, as he does not want you to complete your goal. Conan only has a few enemies, but they can be quite nasty to surpass. These enemies include the wolf, the ghost, the bat, and the bees. Both the wolf and the bat will target Conan and try and steal truffles out of Conan's inventory. Don't worry though, as any truffles placed inside of a barrel is 100% safe. On the other hand, there's the ghost and the bees. These creatures will not steal Conan's truffles, but will try to protect their territory by warding Conan off. Having the information on what the wolf does now, we will want to avoid him. In order to do so, you will want to jump to the platform above him to avoid losing any truffles. After crouching through the small hole just beyond the wolf, you will come across a portal. These portals will allow you to change the stage you are playing on. You can leave and come back to any stage you'd like and resume your progress from your last truffle submission. By pressing spacebar, you will enter the portal and travel to the first level of Conan the Mighty Pig. So, first things first. You now have a new HUD component, a button in the bottom right labeled Map. Pressing this will show you a map of every level you can go to. Right now, only Heart of the Forest will be highlighted. There are 8 locations for Conan to visit in total. Once you unlock more locations, you can click on their name in this screen to fast travel to them. On this screen, you will also see 3 new buttons. In the top right corner, there is a More Games button. This button will open your browser to sponsor.com. In the bottom left is Main Menu. This will send you to the main menu of the game and also force you into full screen. If you happen to end up on the main menu, you can press Continue to play from where you left off. The final button on the map screen is Return. This is how you will go back to the main game. To complete the rest of the game, you will need to collect all the truffles from each of the maps and submit them. At 100 total truffles, you will be granted a cutscene. After that, you will need to collect all the rest of the truffles. In total, you will need 345 truffles submitted to win. Each map has its own set amount of truffles. Good luck collecting them all. This makes for a fun challenge and plenty of great speedruns. There are a few secret keys in which you can press that will do different actions. Pressing L will unlock the entire map. F will cause fireflies to follow without any light. G will get rid of the sparkles the fireflies make. E will cause the sparkles to come back. T will load the tutorial from the credit screen. R will reset you to your last save point. And M will toggle on and off your minimap. Although Conan is a masterpiece of a game, there are many ways to exploit its movement mechanics. A simple one being an air stall. While in the air, spamming the S key can cause Conan to remain in the air longer than normal. There's also some movement tech that requires a special macro. These macros are available on the Conan the Mighty Pig Discord. They will allow you to manipulate Conan's movement in such a way that he can fly and stick to ceilings. You can also perform a timed jump and crouch to clip through thin floors. To perform the opposite, you can disable a power-up with a ceiling right above you to clip through the ceiling. And with that, you should now be able to play Conan the Mighty Pig. Hopefully now the game will seem less intimidating up front, and much easier to digest for first-time players. With these skills, you can further hone them to become proficient in speedrunning as well. I hope you learned something. I've been the True Conanite, and as always, like, comment, and subscribe, and take care.
I don't ever want to work again and take shit from above. I have lost the will to win. All I want is love. Humanity's a trap. Join me and escape. We'll save our lives and change our shape. Let's become animals and roam the countryside.